DJI has just dropped the brand new Mic 3, and it's not just another wireless mic. It promises features we've never seen in this category before, like 4 transmitters at once, adaptive sound modes, and even a 5-minute quick charge that gives you 2 hours of recording. Of course, we had to put it up against one of the most established players in the game, the Rode Wireless Pro. Both aim for professional-grade audio, but which one really deserves the better value for creators? That's exactly what we're breaking down in this video, so stick around to find out. Hey, I'm Olive, your host here at Versus.com, and thanks to DJI for sponsoring this video. They were kind enough to send us the device for free, but we will give you our honest opinion, promised. Make sure to keep an eye on the bottom left corner of the screen to see which microphone is being used at any given moment throughout the video. Both mics are compatible with cameras, phones, and computers. DJI, however, goes further with Osmo Audio, connecting directly to Osmo devices without a receiver, which is something Rode doesn't offer. The Rode Wireless Pro promotes timecode as one of its big features, and the DJI Mic 3 offers this as well, but takes it a step further. It supports both input and output with more accurate syncing across multiple devices, which is a real time saver for multi-camera editing. Here's a big one though. The DJI Mic 3 supports up to 4 transmitters plus 8 receivers in one network, even recording 4 separate tracks on supported Sony cameras. And Rode, well, you are capped at 2 transmitters and 1 receiver, which is pretty standard, but if you're doing interviews, group podcasts, or multi-camera shoots, having that flexibility is a huge advantage. So now we're gonna test out both mics in a super busy environment and see how they handle pressure. Both the DJI Mic 3 and the Rode Wireless Pro support 32-bit float recording, which is such an advantage because it means that you don't need to perfect your input levels before recording. It lets you recover whispers and louder moments because of that wider dynamic range without distortion. But the DJI Mic 3 does take internal recording one step further with dual file 32-bit float recording, which basically means that it does save an untouched version of the raw file, but also an algorithm enhanced version so that you have more flexibility in post when choosing what to use. As you heard with both mics on their default settings in a busy environment, the Rode clearly handles noise cancellation better, cutting out much of the background. The DJI, however, offers several adjustable noise reduction modes that you can enable as needed, which we'll look at in just a moment. Both mics offer tools to keep your audio under control, but they work a bit differently. The Rode Wireless Pro has gain assist, which automatically lowers levels to help prevent clipping when things get louder. The DJI Mic 3, on the other hand, uses a more advanced adaptive gain control with 2 modes, one that prevents clipping and another that balances voices when 2 people are sharing a single mic. Now let's quickly take a look at how 32-bit float actually works, so brace yourselves as there will be some screaming. This is a test to see if the sound file can still be used despite my screaming! This is a test to see if the sound file can still be used despite my screaming! So as you can hear, as soon as I speak louder than normal, the audio file immediately starts to show clipping. But now let's check out the benefits of internal audio recording. This is a test to see if the sound file can still be used despite my screaming! This is a test to see if the sound file can still be used despite my screaming! With internal audio recording and 32-bit float, you can adjust the levels and bring them down to avoid clipping. Pretty handy, right? The DJI Mic 3 also has 3 voice tone presets and 2 levels of active noise reduction. So now let's take a look at the various modes so you can hear the difference. We're gonna start off with regular mode. This is the mode that is set by default out of the box, and this is very clean and natural sounding. And now here we have bright mode. And you may notice that the highs are slightly more lifted, and this just makes your voice sound even more clearer. And finally, you have rich mode, and this mode actually boosts the low end to make your voice sound warmer. It also has 2 levels of noise cancellation, which is pretty nice. So we have a bit of a fake forest setup on the TV, and we're gonna test out how well it performs. We'll start off with noise cancellation completely off. So here's what it sounds like. You can probably hear the background noise pretty clearly. Now let's move on to basic and see if there's a difference. Okay, so now we're in basic mode, and let's try and listen to the background sound and see if it's reduced. What do we think? Is it better than when it's off? I'm sure it is, but now let's look at strong and see if there's a difference there. So if you ever find yourself in a busy forest or in a busy street, you might want to use this because here's how it sounds. It should be canceling out a lot of that background noise, but to test it even further, let's actually go out onto a busy street and see how it performs in a real-world scenario. So here we are in a real-life busy environment, and we've still got the mic set to strong mode. How is it performing? Is it canceling out all of this crazy background noise behind me? As you can see, the DJI Mic 3 offers plenty of options to shape your voice, and its noise cancellation works impressively well. The Rode Wireless Pro delivers consistent sound too, but unfortunately doesn't offer these tone presets or multi-level noise cancelling. So this is a real advantage if you like to fine-tune your sound. So in order to conduct a completely fair comparison when it comes to wind and noise reduction, we're actually going to be using a fan. This way, the wind is going to be distributed at a consistent level so that it's fair for both microphones. We're starting off with the DJI Mic 3, and we've set it to noise reduction off on regular mode. So now we've got the strong mode on. Is it any better? How do I sound? It should be performing a lot better, but we will be testing it with the Rode mic now to see if there is a big difference. So now here we have the Rode Wireless Pro, and the menu is quite limited here. There's not that many settings to choose from, especially when it comes to wind reduction. So generally speaking, how do I sound in such a windy environment? Is it doing a good job at reducing that noise? So after reviewing the footage, we were actually very impressed by how good the DJI sounded, even with noise reduction off, and even more so with the setting on strong. In a busy environment, you'll definitely have no trouble being heard. The Rode lacks the extra options DJI provides, but it handles direct wind fairly well, and we'd say it's roughly on par with DJI's basic noise reduction mode. So finally, it's time to test out these mics within a distance. The Rode claims to have a transmission range of up to 260 meters, while the DJI claims 400 meters, which is pretty wild. I doubt you'll actually have to use that in a real-world scenario, but either way, let's test it out. So I'm starting off with the DJI Mic 3, and I am standing approximately 300 meters away from the camera. You probably cannot see me, and I doubt you will be standing this far away, but either way, I've just been told that you can hear me, which is really nice. I did try to go back a little bit more, but we started to lose signal, so I would say 300 meters would be where it's at. So now I've switched over to the Rode Wireless Pro, and I'm standing approximately 280 meters away from the camera, which is actually beyond the 260 meters that they claim. So I have to say I'm very impressed, and I've been told that you can hear me loud and clear. So yeah, great job, Rode. As you heard, both mics perform well at long range, with the Rode even surpassing its 260 meter claim, which was very impressive. The DJI falls a bit short of its 400 meter promise in our testing, but reaching around 350 meters is still more than enough for most users. To be honest, both of these mics have 32 gigabytes of internal memory in the transmitter, providing over 40 hours of internal recording time, so technically you really don't have to worry about the signal staying strong, as you can always record an extra track internally and then sync it in post to ensure you have the perfect audio. But it is nice to know what you can achieve without needing to use internal recording. In terms of design, the DJI Mic 3 is lightweight at 16 grams or just 13 grams without the removable magnet clip. You can snap it onto clothing, metal surfaces, or even something unusual like a knife for crisp chopping sounds, giving you plenty of creative freedom. You now also have the ability to customize with colored windscreens, either to match your outfit or just for fun. The Rode Wireless Pro is heavier at 35 grams and sticks to a classic clip-on design, though you can add a magnet for more flexibility. It feels solid, but it is less discreet. Both come with charging cases, but DJI's is more portable since it neatly stores all accessories inside, which Rode's case doesn't provide, though you do get a separate case to carry all the accessories in. As far as accessories go, the Wireless Pro comes fully equipped with one USB-C to USB-C cable, one super speed USB-C to USB-C cable, two lavalier mics with fitting accessories, two mag clips go, three furry windshields, a lens cloth, one TRS to TRS cable, one USB-C to Lightning cable, and one accessory case. Of course, the two transmitters and receiver also come in a charging case. The DJI Mic 3 is equipped with one USB-C to USB-C cable, a locking audio adapter cable, a mobile phone adapter, four windscreens, two magnetic clips, 2 magnets, and of course, 2 transmitters and a receiver, and almost all of this fits into its charging case. Plus, you get a carrying pouch for all the extra bits. The Rode Wireless Pro offers up to 7 hours of battery life on a full charge and features automatic power down when the connected device is off. With the charge case, you can extend usage to 21 hours with 2 full recharges. The DJI Mic 3 delivers solid battery life with up to 8 hours on the transmitter and 10 hours on the receiver, plus a total of 28 hours when using the charging case. Its standout feature, though, is fast charging. Just 5 minutes plugged in gives you around 2 hours of extra use. When it comes to price, the Rode Wireless Pro comes in at around $299, while the DJI Mic 3 starts at $219 for a single transmitter kit and $329 for the full dual transmitter set with the charging case. So, Rode is a little cheaper than DJI's full kit, but DJI also gives you the option to start smaller or expand with extra transmitters, which you can buy individually for about $99 if you need to add more later. After putting both mics through their paces, it is clear that they each deliver professional results. The Rode Wireless Pro is still an excellent all-rounder, offering reliability, a solid set of accessories, timecode support, and 32-bit float recording that provides plenty of flexibility in post. So, if you do need a straightforward, reliable 2-mic setup, Rode Wireless Pro is still an excellent choice. But if you want more advanced options, the DJI Mic 3 pushes things further with support for up to 4 transmitters and 8 receivers at once, direct Osmo audio connection, lossless dual-band transmission, and that super handy 5-minute quick charge. Add in the lightweight design and accessory-friendly charging case, and it really feels like DJI is aiming at creators who want more advanced options right out of the box. But do let us know in the comments which mic stood out to you and which one you would consider purchasing. Before you go and start binge-watching cat videos, give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe, as we would love to have you be a part of our Versus community. If you'd like to check out any of these devices, then be sure to check the description for direct links. With that being said, we'll see you in our next video, and until then, take care.